Hello everybody and welcome to a very special video version of the Addictions Podcast. The last audio episode we did, it was episode 24 of season 2, and I explained how I kind of first got into the whole opioid addiction type thing. It was basically a car accident and that sort of thing. This coming week I'm going to be going a little further in depth. I'm going to be explaining over that course of the 7 years that I was using opioids, some of the stuff that, I would have never done had I not had those chemical hooks in my brain. It was everything from stealing shit from people to, selling my prized possessions to get money because by the time I lost my prescription, which was paid for, I had to start spending my own money on the streets to buy pills. And so it turned out to the point where I was spending 75-85% of my paycheck every week, on drugs, just so that I could maintain my health and not be sick and in withdrawal and lose my job. So it was a really vicious cycle. It was really terrible, and finally a light switch just kind of clicked on, and I bit the bullet. I wasn't able to get into a legit Suboxone program, which I actually am on the verge of doing now. I'm going back to it because I'm experiencing some issues. But my motto is never quit quitting, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. But anyways, I wanted to let you guys know about next week's episode. I am going to be going in depth into some of the behaviors that I exhibited during that 7-year-long opioid addiction and explain how that addiction changes you as a person. It turns you into a monster. It turns you into somebody that you're not. You would do things that you would never do, just to get that fix. I stole things, I sold things, I did some very bad things just so that I could get high. And looking back, I have so much regret, but rather than dwell on that regret, I am doing my best to use that as fuel to better myself. And by doing this podcast, that's a step in the right direction, obviously. I wanted to let you guys know also that we do have, alongside the PayPal donations links on the addictionspodcast.com website, we also have started doing this Patreon thing. Basically, you can pledge like $1 a month or $5 a month or whatever you want. And in return, you gain access to audio and video content available only on patreon.com/addictions. There I post extra videos and stuff like that aren't available anywhere else, like the Facebook page or the website. I'm also starting a weekly audio journal. There will be a new entry every week, and I believe that reward is available for people who are on Patreon who pledge $1 or more a month. And there's going to be loads of extra content, so in my opinion it would be worth it, and you would also gain the satisfaction of knowing that you are helping to support an independent podcaster who is trying to make his world a better place. Not just my world, but the world for all of us. Addiction is an epidemic, and in the past 4 or 5 years, I've known many people that I love and care about die from drug overdose. Drug overdose is the leading cause of death between those aged, I believe, 20 to 60 years old, and that's just a staggering statistic. It really blows my mind. So that's why I'm doing this. But anyway, stay tuned next week, because we are going to be going in depth into some of the insane behaviors that I participated in during my crazy drug addiction frenzy. So it should be a good show, so stay tuned for that. We also have some special surprises coming up. I'm getting some new stickers. Actually, I do have a few, like 3 stickers to give away. So if you are interested in a Addictions Podcast sticker, shoot us an email at theaddictionspodcast@gmail.com, and I would be more than happy to send you a sticker for free. Let's see, is there anything else new that I need to talk to you guys about? Right off the top of my head, no. Yeah. Thank you all so much for listening. It means a lot. And for those of you who have either donated, made one-time donations through PayPal, or if you choose to get on the Patreon bandwagon, you can visit patreon.com/addictions. It's patreon.com/addictions. I'll be adding more and more content to that site that will be available to only those who are pledging at the $1 a month or more level. This to me, this isn't about money. I'm not doing this for money. The money would really only, it would cover my overhead, my hosting fees, my web fees, my equipment fees, upgrades, and things like this. I love producing this show, but it does cost money to produce shows like this. So yeah, you could gain the satisfaction of knowing that you're helping to be a part of the show. And we have all kinds of perks for people who choose to donate. So pop on over to patreon.com/addictions. There's even some free stuff there. The first entry into my personal audio journal is available on Patreon for free, so you can check that out and kind of get a taste of what that is going to be like. Besides that, I think that's about it. As always, I can't thank you all enough for listening. It means the world to me, and as I always say, never quit quitting.